Hey, have you fallen in love with one of those new construction homes in a master planned community? On this episode with Lacrima REALTOR here in the Woodlands, Texas area, I will give you some tips to make that purchase of the new construction home a success. This is Lacrima Cosnean, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, the Woodlands and Magnolia area. I've been a realtor for over 15 years and helped many families buy and sell homes. I have a background in construction management as well as in interior design, and I love helping buyers buy new construction homes. Buying a new construction home versus a resale home is a very different process, and in this episode I will explain to you the differences. The new construction process that I'm going to be referring to in this video is talking about master plan communities. So a builder who is building in those master plan communities. Now those builders are bigger, they have different incentives, and their purchasing, building and designing the home process is a lot different than a smaller builder who might be building a custom home. So today I will concentrate on the master plan communities and the bigger builders. In another episode down the line, I will talk about custom homes with a smaller builder. So tip number one is work with a realtor who has experience with new construction homes. That might sound a little bit confusing because you go out and you see the model homes, you might be walking into one of those model homes and the sales agent is there. They can answer all your questions and it seems like you do not need a realtor. But I'm here to tell you, having a realtor on your side is so important when working with new construction. There are several steps I'm going to be talking about to explain why, and I hope by the end of this video you have a better understanding why having a realtor on your side is important. So when you think about it, the salesperson at the model home, of course, they work for the builder and not for you. So they will look out for the best interest of the builder. When working with a realtor, make sure to let the sales agent know from the beginning that you have a real estate agent who you want to register as part of the contract. That way there's no confusion later and we can all work together as a team to get this purchase as smooth as possible moving along, and all the other team members to be part of your purchase from the very beginning. Now, I'm not sure you know, but the real estate agent fee is actually a marketing fee that is already paid for by the builder. So you want to make sure that you have someone on your side. We take care of working with you through the contract to make sure that everything is in your favor. We help you with the lending process in the sense that we will help you to find the best deal for you and making sure that you get the best possible incentives and closing costs and bonuses. Trust me, those sales agents will not tell you a lot of those things, but me as an agent, I work with them so much and I'm on their email list and I'm going to all their different events and I find out about incentives and bonuses that you will not find out on your own. If you want to have more information on any kind of incentives in the area for new construction, go below in the description and fill out that buyer questionnaire, and I will make sure that you also will get all that information that is very valuable when looking for a new home for yourself. So now that you decide to work with a real estate agent who is on your side, let's make sure that you understand the actual cost of the home and how and what we can negotiate. Think about where it all starts. It starts with the lot, right? So when you go and see a home, one, you will see a base price of the home. Remember, sometimes we drive through neighborhoods and we see the signs and it says starting at 300 or low 300s. Then we get to the model home and we find out, well, they're actually starting at 350, and we are trying to figure out, well, where are those homes that started at the lower end, right? So think about it this way. Base price might have been 300, but not too many people will go with the very bare minimum in a home. So usually builders start putting upgrades into the home. They might make changes to the floor plans and put an additional bedroom or a covered porch or something else that will make the price go up a little bit and make the home actually be a lot nicer and fancier. The other thing is lot premiums. So if you're in a cul-de-sac and you might have a bigger lot, you know, in the back you have a much bigger backyard, for example, that's usually an upgraded lot cost. Or you might be overlooking the lake. You know, a lot of these new master plan communities, they have lakes, they have views. Sometimes you don't have any neighbors in the back. Those are usually going to show up in the lot premium. So you have the base price, the lot premium that can come up. Upgrades in finishes, so that's something to consider either from the very beginning if you want certain maybe wood floors throughout and no carpet, things like that. There are certain things that are gonna start coming up in the conversation, and your realtor who is on your side and has experience in that department can guide you so much more to make it efficient, efficient for your budget, but also thinking about resale value and things like that. The salesperson on the other side, they have a lot of experience to explain exactly how things work and what they can offer. But we all as a team want to make sure it's all within your budget and you're not overspending in those departments. Hey, so I wanted to talk about options, construction options and design options. So like I said, you can possibly have another bedroom or an extended porch, maybe an outdoor kitchen, or at least have it ready to be installed later, but you want to have the gas outlet and the plumbing for the sink and things like that. Those are all things that we might be able to get put into your contract now to be done before closing. Also, you have the interior design features, which are so much fun, and usually that's one of my favorite things to see my clients design their own home or just at least customize it a little bit, right? So usually we have several meetings to go to the design center. If the home is still under construction, then we can do all that. We can go to the design center, or you guys go to the design center and customize your home. But one huge tip that I would like to give you is make sure you have a budget in place when you go to the design center, because those are the times when we can easily overspend on things you can do later on your own. Again, I have experience in all that. With my background in interior design, it's just so much fun to kind of show you the different options there are and just help you through the process as much as you would like me to help you. Hey, so one question I get a lot is, can I negotiate the sales price? And the answer is, it depends. Most of the time, or a lot of the times, the builder wants to keep the price similar to what he listed the home at. And again, we're talking about master plan communities. You can imagine you don't want your next door neighbor to get a home for much less than you just bought yours for, because it brings your value down. So in a way, the builders want to stay at the prices that they have already set. I mean, they've done their market research, they know what they are doing. And then we can negotiate maybe some incentives differently, right? Can we negotiate a bigger budget when we go to the design center? Maybe they can give us some incentives on flooring or lighting or other components that go into the home. Can we maybe get blinds or appliances? That's usually doesn't happen so much in the master plan communities, but with smaller builders, when we go inside the loop, we can negotiate some things differently, right? You also have to think about the fact that closing cost, which has to do with the lending side of things, they also have a lot to do with, what your home in the end will cost. And so if you choose to work with the lender who is working in close relationship with the builder, a lot of times you will get a better price than working with other lenders. Now, let me caution you though, that when you do work with the lender who the builder works with, sometimes their interest rate might be a little bit higher than with other lenders. Or maybe some of the closing costs seem to be a really good deal with them, but really the other lender wasn't even charging for all that. So I always recommend to my clients to talk to different lenders, during the process, make the best decision that works for them, and go with a lender who gives them the best possible price, best possible interest rate, and best possible service, because in the end we want to make sure to actually go to the closing table, right? So that is kind of wrapping up most of the things that we want to talk about when buying new construction in a master plan community. Hey, one big advice I want to add to this for you is that depending on your moving date or what your goal is for your move, you might actually want to look at inventory homes. Inventory homes are the homes that are already done, completed. Yes, everything has been selected inside already, so you might not be able to customize necessarily what you wanted 100%. But the good news is inventory homes, and especially at the end of the year or certain times of the year, you can get a huge discount. I've had clients be able to buy an inventory home for a lot less, because then finally the builder is actually giving a discount on the sales price. They also maybe give additional incentives to buy an inventory home. So depending on what you're looking for, comment below, let me know what you are looking for. Write in the buyer questionnaire what you're looking for. If you want my new construction guide, go ahead and fill out the buyer questionnaire, because I will send you a new construction guide and it will answer all your questions, and we can also talk one-on-one by messaging me or email me. I hope this was helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel. There will be many more great videos like this in the future, and you are going to benefit by subscribing and by putting that bell notification on so you don't miss my next video.